Everyone, I am Professor Amit Solanki. Today we will discuss the remaining part of the turn-on methods of the SCR. In previous class, we have discussed the two methods, turn-on methods of SCR, that is the forward voltage triggering and gate triggering. And the remaining three methods we will discuss today. In previous class, we have discussed the forward voltage triggering and gate triggering. In that, we will discuss the next triggering method, that is the dV by dt triggering. So in that, dV by dt triggering is a technique in which SCR is turned on by changing the forward bias voltage with respect to the time. And dV by dt itself means rate of change of voltage with respect to time. As we have discussed earlier in this post, junction J2 is reverse bias in a forward blocking mode of SCR, and a reverse bias junction may be treated as a capacitor due to presence of space charge in vicinity of reverse bias junction. Let us assume its capacitance to be C farad, that is C capacitance farad. The charge on capacitor, voltage across the capacitor and capacitors are related as below. We can say that the Q is equal to CV. Differentiating both sides with respect to time, we get dq upon dt is equal to C of j in bracket of dVA upon dt plus VA integration of d Cj upon dt. But we know that the current is I is equal to dq upon dt, and the value of constant dCj upon dt is equal to 0. So we can say that the formula will be I is equal to C of j dVA upon dt. Thus, the current through the reverse bias junction J2 is directly proportional to dV by dt. So therefore, if the rate of rise of forward voltage, that means dV by dt is high, the charging current will be also high. So this charging current acts like gate current and turn on the SCR or thyristor even though the gate current is 0. If should be noted that it is rate of rise of voltage which is responsible for turning on the SCR on. It is independent of magnitude and of voltage. The voltage may be low, but the rate of its rise should be high enough to turn on the SCR turn on. Now we'll discussing about the fourth triggering method, that is the temperature triggering. In that method, the temperature triggering also called is the thermal triggering. As we know that in reverse bias junction, a reverse bias saturation current flow whose value depends on the temperature of the junction. This means in forward blocking mode of SCR or thyristor, there will be a flow of reverse saturation current across the junction J2. So this current will increase the temperature of the junction, which in turn will result in further increase in reverse leakage current. This increased leakage current will again increase the junction temperature and hence will further increase the reverse leakage current. Thus, this process is cumulative and will eventually lead to vanishing of depletion region of reverse bias junction J2 at some temperature. And at this temperature, the SCR will get turned on. So this is all about the concept for the temperature triggering. Now we'll discussing about the last method, that is the light triggering. So in that, in light triggering, a pulse of light of suitable wavelength guided by optical fiber is irradiated to turn on the SCR. A recess R niche is made in the P layer for light trigger SCR as shown in the given figure. In that figure, you can see here the light actuate SCR, that means SCR turn on method. When this niche is irradiated, free charge carriers, that means electrons and holes pairs are generated. If the intensity of irradiated light is exceed a certain value, then the forward biased SCR is turned on. Note there that irradiated light produces free charge carriers, which is just like in case of gate current. So their charge carriers move near the reverse bias junction J2 and reduces the forward breakover voltage. This is the reason that the SCR gets turned on. And the SCR which is turned on by using light is called the light actuate SCR or LSCR. So these are the all about the concept of the triggering method of the SCR. Thank you.